Kylea. The Raise Our Voice campaign is always a highlight as young people across our communities put pen to paper to give voice to their ambitions for our nation. Each time I've taken part in the initiative, I've been struck by not only how eloquent our youth are, but by how much we can all learn when we choose to listen to them, not just to respond, but to truly understand. They are, after all, our future. I was so impressed by the submissions we received this year from North Sydney-siders, young North Sydney-siders, that I actually have 5 young voices I want to share with you today. These voices succinctly summarise the key themes offered by many as they answered the question of what they wanted our community to look like in the next 10 years and the role of Parliament in realising those wishes. For many, it was bolder action on climate and a greater commitment to environmental protection that topped the list. At just 11 years old, Nashika said, "My vision for the next 10 years is of a city which sets an example for the world. I'd like to see all properties in North Sydney powered by renewable energy and have a clear plan to achieve this, with no approvals of new property developments without renewable energy. I'd also like to see only vehicles powered by green energy. Parking fees, tolls and maintenance fees for vehicles that run on fossil fuels should be multiple times higher than that for renewable energy cars." Meanwhile, Malik agreed. They said, "I want to see greater awareness of climate change and pollution. I'm proud of my area, but our natural environment is deteriorating. Many high-rises are being built and this causes lots of dust and traffic, which leads to poor air quality, destroying the beautiful nature of our area, which is renowned for it. I don't want to live in a dying environment. I want us to be a country and humans that thrive. I believe Parliament can achieve this by putting more consideration into plans for urbanisation and the future. The environment must be maintained and protected because it's priceless. Right now, it seems youth care more about the environment than anyone else, and this needs to change." Ivy, on the other hand, is worried about major infrastructure projects like the Warringah Freeway upgrade, which have destroyed public green spaces to the detriment of our community. She says, "Public spaces are the centre of life in a community and people are the heart of public spaces. They are meaningful places with layers of shared experiences, collective memories and a mixture of identities. When people feel attached to public spaces, they have a more powerful sense of belonging. The next Parliament can help by providing funding and protection for more community spaces." Threats to social cohesion and racism also featured in the submissions, with Naomi saying she'd like leaders to stop demonising others and instead recognise others can be a source of strength in society. As she said, diversity increases creativity and innovation and promotes high-quality decisions. She would also like the school system to play a greater role in combating systemic racism, saying, "1/3 of students have reported direct experiences of racism at school at least once a month. If it's true that we create our biases from an early age, why are we not already kick-starting programs at school that educate youth on racial biases and how to change them?" I'll finish with Neela, who, having recently heard a refugee speak about his journey to Australia and his time in a detention centre, said, and I quote, "Not everyone has an easy journey when living in a country that's not their own. I'm saddened by his experience and want to think about ways our community could assist to make changes so stories like his are not repeated. Politicians should send a strong message about respect and equality towards people who are culturally different. Local communities should also offer gatherings and educational programs to ensure smoother integration for those that come. Connecting new families with existing families could help them feel like they belong. My wish would be for a community to have a different mindset and be inclusive. Learning about each other and embracing our differences will make us stronger, and we should always treat people with the dignity and humanity they deserve." Mr Speaker, with words and ideas like that coming from the mouths of the young people across my community of North Sydney, I feel very confident that we're in very safe hands, and I look forward to a time when I can see one of those names appear on one of these desks in this place as a representative for a part of my community.